Hey, you're Steve Morris Engines. I'm Steve. Josh Kalis. Sorry, yeah. He just brought in his car, and we are sorting this thing out because we did the engine here a couple years ago. Now this is a twin. What size turbos are these? 67s?
Huh?
67s?
69.
69. No. What turbo?
Oh,
Or are they 72s?
I don't know. They're the Garrett GTR 3584 RSs. So
There you go.
66 or 67.
Yeah. Anyways, the Garrett turbos and 408 cubic inch. Now this is a LS2 block, so stock iron block, and it's all the good parts and all the good stuff. You can see it's got one of our billet intake manifolds on it. Just pretty good stuff here. So I mean, we went through that, got everything all sorted out for him, and he's been out doing half mile racing with it, and then just a lot of street driving and playing around with it. And it is a really nice car, really nice piece. I mean, everything about it. Now this is a 6-speed car, you can see in there. You can hear me shifting it as we're going along. And so this is, he runs it in 4th gear at the half mile, because that typically is in that 180 to 190 mile an hour range, and we're trying to get just a little more out of it, so this car will get closer and maybe even go 200 mile an hour in the half mile, which would be pretty freaking awesome. So I'm gonna jump in, we're gonna make a pull, and show you all these numbers. Show them all the numbers? Yeah, all right, yeah, we're gonna show you all the numbers. Alright, now I'll show you a couple other things on this car right before we take a look at the numbers. Now, we made the most amount of boost that we made on this thing, but that's because we're really leaning on this thing, because he just needs to make a little bit extra to get this car. I think it's been 190, maybe 191 or something like that. Just wants to go faster. So we're trying to throw some more power at it, and we were doing boost control just using compressor instead of CO2. So Josh actually put all the CO2 in it, got everything hooked up, and brought it back to me so we could hub dyno it and make those long, just hear how long that pull is. And that thing is that we just ran it, is 195 mile an hour right there. Started the pull at 100, and that's a 5-second or about 6-second long pull right through there. So real similar to what it would be at the track. But this thing is through full exhaust too. And close the door here. I'll walk around the back. And you can see exhaust is right there. So this thing's full exhaust out the back. I mean, it key switch over to a street tune, and this thing's just driving. So same tire, same wheel. There's the rear tire right there. Same everything. So anyways, take a look at this. And this is leaning on it pretty hard, because it's a 1,346 foot-pounds of torque, and right up here 1578 in horsepower. So I mean, this thing is on it, and we're leaning on it pretty hard. Right up here, about that last few mile an hour, the last 10 mile an hour actually. It starts laying over a little bit, but that's because it's pretty much out of motor, out of turbo. We're putting a lot of pressure on the gate, trying to make that much horsepower, and I think the thing is pretty darn good, and I think Josh will do pretty well with it here at the Indy Airstrip Attack, this next half mile event that's going on. But it's pretty nice piece. I like that cool gold heat shielding there. You can see here. It's a pretty sweet car. So anyways, I'm Steve Morris, Steve Morris Engines. Have a great day.